Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. All right, here I have the Google Pixel 10a. Now I pre-ordered this device about 2 weeks ago and finally came in today. And let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy. So before I do that, I'd like you guys to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so. Like this video, it helps with the algorithm. Leave a comment and let's get this show on the road. So here is the Google Pixel 10a. Now the box is pretty basic, kind of boring, nothing special about the box. So let's go ahead and open this phone up. So I got the one in fog. Now I was gonna get the red one. Thing is, I saw a lot of people with the red one, so I'm like, you know what? I want to be a little different, and I want to get something different. So I got the fog. Now I probably should have gotten the blue one. The blue one kind of looked really good, but I didn't get the blue one. I got this one. I like this color too. So let's go ahead and see how it looks in person. So wow, I gotta take this thing out. It's so impossible. I don't know why they make this so tight. Right, I'm gonna literally have to rip this, and I don't want to do that because this helps for the resale value. So if you ever want to sell the phone and kind of keep it all intact, oh, no wonder. So I guess I just have to do that. I'm a genius, right? So here we go. There we go. Still tight though. All right, let's go ahead and pull this thing out. Now, you guys can tell that this actually looks a lot like the Pixel 9a. So, like I said, I'm not expecting a lot of improvements here. I think that Google probably just rebranded the 9a and call it the 10a. I think they might have made a slight improvement here and there, but let's go ahead and take a look. Let's open this bad boy up. All right, let's do it slowly. Here it goes, Pixel 10a. The unboxing experience is not really much of an experience. It's all like cardboard paper, nothing special. You have your Type-C cable in here, of course. No charger in the box, which is pretty lame. So anyway, here we go. Here is the Pixel 10a. Now let's go ahead and get this thing open here. Come on, let's unpeel this bad boy. Now this is my favorite part. I love to unpeel it. So I missed the paper that was in the front where you just get to kind of scrape it off. And here's that, that whoosh sound. That's kind of cool. So here it is, Pixel 10a. This is the fog color. I actually really like this color though. Look at the G, it looks really, really nice. Now let's go ahead and compare it to the Pixel 9a. All right, let me go ahead and grab the 9a and I'll be right back. All right guys, here it is, Pixel 9a and Pixel 10a. Now, honestly, I can actually see somewhat of a difference, or maybe just because the colors are different, but the 10a is definitely flush. The camera module right there is completely flat. Take a look at that. Wow, that's actually really, really cool. So they did improve that. On this one, you can actually see the camera bump a little bit. You see that? You can see the camera bump on this one. On this one, it's completely flat, and I feel like it's more oval, and I feel like this one's just kind of like, it looks like it's wider. This one's just kind of like more oval here. So I think that you could actually tell the difference there. Now, size-wise and weight-wise, I'd say they're about the same. All right. All right, so let me go ahead and power this one up. See if there's any life to it. And I'm gonna have to probably set it up too. What am I doing here? I almost feel like there's no power in this thing. There we go. I feel like there we go, it's starting up. So, but okay, anyways, let's get to the other aspects of the phone. So let's go ahead and look here on the bottom. Now you can tell the difference here on the bottom, right? You can tell that, okay, we don't have a physical SIM card on this one. So they actually went eSIM, strictly eSIM again. Oh no, there we go. We got a physical SIM card right here. They moved that. They moved that from the bottom to the side. So that's a difference. All right, so that's a key difference here. So they moved the SIM card tray from the bottom to the side. I don't really know if I like that or not. It doesn't really make a difference to me. Because right here, you can see that there's nothing on the side here. And here you can see the SIM card tray. So if you look at that, you see the SIM card tray here, and here you don't see anything. SIM card tray is on the bottom on this one, and here it's on the side. So they made a difference there. Let's also take a look at the mouthpiece where when you talk, and the speakers, and you have their Type-C down here on the bottom. So that's all about the same. And let's see on the top here. Let's go ahead and turn this thing around. Yeah, they actually kind of moved the earpiece. You can see the earpiece is more towards the middle than it is here. And you can see here how they changed the antenna. So you see this is like a dual here, like it looks like a dual antenna kind of thing going on here. Here's only like single right here. So they did make a difference there. So they actually made some changes. So I can't really hate on them for not doing anything different. I mean, not huge changes, but they did change some things. So let me go ahead and put my information in here and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I'm getting this phone set up right now. So I'm going to go ahead and add my face in here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to move around. All right. Click that yes. Use location. All right, I'm going to turn that off or on, whatever, it doesn't matter. Send usage diagnostic. Nope, don't want to do that. All right, let's go ahead and accept. And let's go ahead and click next, accept. All right, next. Well, I got to do all this stuff here. So now it's asking me to review all these apps, which ones I do want, which ones I don't want. So it's things that I don't use. I'm going to turn it off. I don't use Journal. I don't use Headline News. Don't want that. News is nothing but bad news, so we don't use that anyway. Google Docs, Fitbit, don't really use that. Keep Notes, News Daily Headlines, Google One, Google Wallet, Google Translate, Google Pixel Watch. Okay, you can put all this stuff that you need in here, so I'm not going to use that right now. So we'll just go ahead and press OK on that. Now you can add this all again if you want, anytime you want. So swipe to navigate, skip. We already know how to do all this stuff. Swipe up. All right, here we are. Here we are at the home screen. And set up an eSIM. Cancel that right now. And this is the Google Pixel 9 10A. I almost said 9A because it feels like the 9A. Now, actually, I don't know. I'm not sure what the weight is on this one, but it actually kind of feels lighter than the 10A. I don't know. I mean, than the 9A. See, I'm already confusing these phones already, guys. So what I am noticing, though, if you guys take a look here, that the borders are actually smaller here on the Pixel 10A than they are here on the Pixel 9A. I can actually tell right here, the lip on the chin right here is smaller. So it's thinner a little bit. Not a whole bunch, though. It's not like a big deal, but you can tell on the top. You can tell up here on the top that this is actually thinner. So they did make some improvements. Now, I don't think it's worth... Now, even though I did upgrade, right? I don't think it's actually worth upgrading. Now, I'll tell you my reasoning for upgrading. And the reason that I am upgrading, because when I bought my Pixel 9a, I got it through Boost. And with the Pixel 9a, I'm still locked into the Boost contract. Well, it's not a contract, even though it's prepaid. I still have to have my account active for a year before I can actually unlock this phone. So, I'm probably not even like halfway through my first year. So this way, when you trade it in, they don't care if it's locked or not. They're still going to give you the full trade-in value. So I actually ended up getting $275 for the Pixel 9a to trade it in for the Pixel 10a, which is unlocked, so I can go ahead and use it on any other carrier that I use. So that's basically the reasoning. Otherwise, I really wasn't going to do that deal. But now they really give me a really good deal, though. So on top of the $275 that I got for this phone, they also gave me $100 in Google Store credit and an additional $100 off with the coupon code that they sent me through my email. So basically, I paid $124 for this phone. It came out to like $150 with tax, $160. But I also get that $100 Google credit. So I can go ahead and shop on Google and get $100 and buy whatever I want. If I want to buy a case or whatever I want to buy, I can do that. I can go through the Play Store. It doesn't matter. So that's the only reason I did that. And so honestly, I don't regret it because now that I'm looking at this phone, this color is cool, but it's kind of bland. I mean, it's good. This is a bit, it's a basic color. I don't mind the color. I think this color is just a lot nicer. Now the red one might have looked even better, but I like this one though. This one's like really, really nice. Even though this is kind of like, it's a, it's not, I don't think this is glass. I think this is just plastic, but it looks very, very premium. So I think that this one actually looks more premium than this one. But all in all, I think, if you guys, I think if you guys have a Pixel 9a and if you can get a really good deal on it, like I did, I think it might be worth it. But honestly, I probably would just say stick with the, Pixel 9a for now. And maybe, try and get a trade-in for the, Pixel 11 coming up. But so far, this is, I'm not going to even do a speed test. I mean, I could do one. I could do like a basic one. I mean, open up some apps here. It's not going to make a big difference because they are both running the same Android system. Let me go ahead and clear all this stuff out here. Let's go ahead and do that again. So they're both running the same Android system. So I haven't even put my account in this one yet. But I'm just going to open it up and see how it works. But as you guys can see, I mean, you're not going to have a whole different experience with this one versus this one. You might feel like it's the same phone. Now, another thing that I am noticing is that the camera, for some reason, the punch hole here looks smaller on the Pixel 10a compared to the Pixel 9a. So they did make it thinner. The edges are smaller now. And the camera, hole looks like it's smaller. And the back, now it's completely flush and flat. I mean, dude, actually, not only is it flat, it kind of concave, it kind of like goes inside, it kind of concave, right? So it's basically within the plastic inside casing here. So it's totally flat, man. It's like you touch it with your hand, it's completely flat. And so, that's kind of cool. So those are the main differences that I can tell for now. Like I said, I got to, mess around with this phone for, a couple days to give you my full, honest opinion. But for now, I like it. I mean, I think this is a nice design. Now, do I like it better than my Pixel 10? Honestly, I make a mistake sometimes when I'm with my Pixel 10. I'll pick up the Pixel 10 thinking it's the Pixel 9a, or I pick up the Pixel 9a thinking it's the Pixel 10, because when you pick it up and without even just like kind of like not from the front, you can't really tell the difference. So, and I think that's going to be the kind of same thing here. So, all in all, guys, I think this phone's going to be good. I think this might be a good upgrade from Google, even though, I might have just bought the same phone twice. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Until next time, stay blessed, take care, and I will talk to you soon.